So this is the Arkenstone. This is probably one of the most renowned companies in the industry. It's owned by Dr. Rob Lavinsky. A lot of you guys that have been collecting for years, I'm sure you have heard of him. So I'll walk you a little bit through his place just to check out some really cool specimens.
It's like turning in.
You can hear it?
Well, I just want to make sure it's not like rubbing up on your skin or something like that. Yeah, there you go.
Well, this is his display here in the Tucson show. Dude, I just want to find out some of the guys that own this booth so we can get some really cool information. What's up, Zach? How you doing, man? Doing good? Okay, so hello, I'm here with Zach from the Arkenstone. We're gonna give us a little bit of tips on how to start collecting. One of the main things, that they are worried about is like, where do I start? I see that prices fluctuate. I go on eBay, and I see specimens for $5, $10, but then I go somewhere else and I see them for $200. So we want people to understand the difference. There's a point of collecting that becomes an investment collecting. And that's where we want people to understand the difference between just maybe a systematic collection versus, starting to collect something that will have value and eventually actually increase the value over time.
I would do as much research as you possibly can before getting into collecting. Start off small, build it up. If you have $100 to spend, buy the best $100 specimen you can buy. Don't break it up. Buy $10 specimens, buy the best $100 specimen. Or buy tourmalines, or just focus on one particular area. Start out with, build it up. Then when you think it's at that peak of $100 rocks, sell it. Start that money, build it like that. That's how I did it.
So quality versus quantity always. That's one of the things people should focus on.
Yeah, don't buy $5 minerals if you have $100. Buy $100 minerals. The best piece you could possibly buy.
How long have you been collecting?
6 years since I started with the company.
Nice. And how many specimens do you think you have at the moment?
I have 12.
12 specimens.
And
is there a price range that you're trying to stay with, or is it
price range?
Price range?
Yeah, like 5,000 to 10,000, something like that. And then once that is at like the peak, sell it by, if I sell it for 25,000, buy the best $25,000 specimen.
Nice. That's actually, I think, a really good advice.
Yeah, that's how you get into the investment aspect of it.
Nice.
But I don't focus on any particular species, but I'm focusing on what I want, and I want the best mineral for what I can get.
Do you look for aesthetics in the specimen or size? What's more important for you?
Well, I collect small cabs. That's usually the price range I'm in. Anything larger, it gets more and more pricey.
Okay.
The better quality is, but so like I'm focusing on, I need an elmwood calcite. That's what I want. So I'm gonna try to find the best elmwood calcite for 5,000 to 10,000. So I'll look. I'll do my research, and then I find the one I want and I buy it.
So being patient is something that really pays off when you're starting to collect.
Yeah, you can't rush into collection because it will just turn into nothing.
Okay, because I've seen a lot of people, that when they start collecting, they get the urge just to have the mineral, and they go to any show and they just need to have whatever is available.
Yeah, you have to do a lot of looking. You have to know what you're getting into. You can't just throw money at it and expect it to be good.
Yeah, so when you're looking, what you do, you start seeing what's the different aspects, like what makes a mineral better than others. You're gonna look for
luster,
the different colors,
cleaves, things like that, breaks, repairs.
Okay.
Normally don't want anything repaired, but the color and the luster for what it is.
Okay, so that's something very important. You mentioned you don't want something repaired. There's a few minerals that get repaired, you know.
Yeah, like pendanite tourmalines, things like that.
Okay.
Bigger the tourmaline gets, usually they're repaired.
Okay.
But
And they're still very expensive.
right, yeah. People still buy them for their collections. It's still valuable.
Nice.
But the smaller it is, the less repairs you want.
And of course, less damage is something that you know
less
we want.
damage.
Like
yeah, things like
minimal
that.
damage.
Right. Yeah.
Great.
So like the $1,000 case is for a starter. That's a good
For a
place.
start, that would be a really good place to start. Well, I do see that you have a really large selection of minerals from all around the world.
Yeah. And they're they're priced $1,000, but they're originally $2,500, $5,000, things
Okay.
like that. So you're getting a good specimen for $1,000
For the money.
Yeah.
And then how, I would believe that, some of the people will ask, it's like, well, if I buy one of these specimens, later, a few years, I need to, get rid of it. How do they sell them?
Dealers, some dealers buy it back for what it is. Usually auction material doesn't sell well because it's lower quality.
Okay.
But specimens like this you can sell to, dealers, other collectors.
So dealers
trades.
will be willing to buy specimens back after years.
Oh, absolutely.
If they have a good quality.
Yeah, if you have 5 good specimens and you want one, trade up for it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Zach, thank you so much for all your advice, man. It's been really nice. I really look forward to seeing you again.
Absolutely, man.
I appreciate your
Pleasure.
time, man.
Thanks.
Thank you.